Today we bring you yet another video exposing the corrupt police department of Bensalem Township in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. On Friday, March 7, a couple shark investigators found a vehicle parked at the Women's Humane Society. The significance of this vehicle is that on December 20, 2013, it was used to intentionally threaten and nearly hit one of our investigators.
So then he pulls over here and he makes a sudden turn right at me. And I have to leap backwards and it hits the sign and I spin around here and I'm like, what the hell?
Predictably, the Bensalem police refused to do anything. We didn't know at the time if the vehicle was owned by a visitor or by someone actually connected to the Humane Society. Since that time, we've kept an eye on the Women's Humane Society parking lot when we're in Bensalem. On March 7, we found the same vehicle again. This tells us that the vehicle's driver was not just a visitor, but is either an employee or a volunteer. We again called the Bensalem police, and this time an officer actually responded. Here's what the officer put in his report relative to his experience. Quote, "I advise Mr. Bone that a report was filed at this time of the original incident," unquote. Mr. Bone is the person almost hit. But that's not a report. Let's take a look at the video footage of the encounter with this police officer to see just how far off his report is.
I just read the report.
All right.
The officer did make contact with him at some point after the original report.
Okay.
Got his version of the story. I'm going to document in a supplemental to his original report. I was out here today and I spoke with you. I also spoke with him. Your side of the story and his side of the story differ. Okay. Other than that, he says you were in the intersection. He made his turn. He said he honked at you. He says he can't recall if he clipped your sign or not. It says in the report that he may have clipped your sign.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the report should say that he did clip the sign. Yeah. And the witness, who the police never called, stated...
Who is the witness?
Witness?
Yeah,
Bridget Irons.
Who's that?
She's a woman from Philadelphia. She's not even a regular with us. She happened to be standing just about, 100 feet up when it happened.
I was standing right here and I saw an SUV cross the line into the lane where I'm standing, continue on and clip the sign of that gentleman standing there, and then turn into the parking lot of the Women's SPCA.
She's not even a regular with us. She happened to be standing just about, 100 feet up when it happened.
Okay. Well, like I said, the original incident was documented. Okay. I'm going to document today in a supplemental, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right, folks.
All right. Thank you, officer.
So now we know the police officer talked to the driver of the vehicle, and the driver gave his story of what happened. Yet, none of that is reflected in the report, and that is no accident. Here's a link to the video from the day of the original incident. It's appalling to think that a member of a humane society would intentionally almost hit someone with his automobile. It's even more appalling that the Bensalem police would then repeatedly protect the driver and hide his identity. Although the officer's report is completely inadequate, we do not place the entire blame on this officer. The command staff of the Bensalem Police, along with the town's mayor, council, and Bucks County District Attorney David Heckler, are shills for the very rich and connected pigeon shooters. If you wish to call Bensalem Mayor Joseph DiGirolamo to tell him what you think about his police department, you can call his administrative staff at 215-633-3603. Please be courteous when you call, and please update the rest of us in the comment section afterward. You can click here to see what happened when we confronted the Women's Humane Society about this vehicle. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.
Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, or SHARK, works nationwide and beyond to protect all creatures, great and small. On the land, in the water, and in the air, we are on the front lines of animal protection, advocating for the forgotten.